Haven't done a commentary video in a while because the PlayStation recording, for the SHAREfactory and whatnot. Um, but it wasn't really working for me for a while because every time I try to record something, and it would only record for about 1 minute. Sometimes I'd get lucky and get about 3 minutes. And I had it set to 15 minutes, and I tried all different types of settings, tried to put it to only 10 minutes, only 5 minutes, and it kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then the update they did a little bit ago, where if you hold the PlayStation button, that side menu comes up and stuff like that. When they did that update, it seemed like it fixed everything, because this was the video I tried to record, since I was like, you know what, I'm gonna record another arena mode. Since I did really well in this, especially with the M8, just taking on all these different types of submachine gun people, just melting them with the M8. And this is a good bit ago, not like it was still this month, but it was I don't even know, I think it was the beginning of this month. But right now, today I tried to play the beta of Infinite Warfare. Only got to play like maybe 2 games total. Got to a level 5, and then the server shut down because I don't know why. And they won't keep us updated. They're just saying, oh, servers will be back up soon, blah blah blah. And it's been that way since like 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time for me, at least. And I was starting to get really mad because I was like, dude, you had a whole 24 hours to get everything set up, because you could pre-download the beta, and they had a full 24 hours to get the servers correct and whatnot, and they completely failed. And then they had it up, we couldn't even connect to get on. They fixed that, we were able to get on. I was able to play 2 games, and then all of a sudden the server shut down again. So we can get into the main menu, because we couldn't before when the beta first launched. But now we won't even find a game. There's no matchmaking, nobody can find a game. Thousands and thousands of people can't find a game. And it's been that way for a couple hours now, and I don't understand. I mean, I know it takes a lot to make a game, and for the servers and whatnot, but they're not really saying anything. So it could be a hacker for all we know. Somebody could be shutting down the servers of Infinite Warfare, whoever's running the servers, wherever they are. I didn't think about that until a little bit ago. I was like, oh, maybe it's a hacker. Kind of like what happened with Christmas and a couple other games that nobody can get on, because it probably could be a hacker, which I don't know why. Infinite Warfare is not, Infinity Ward. I keep saying Infinite Warfare. Infinity Ward has not said anything. But I mean, the game was basically exactly like Black Ops 3, but here's the differences so far. And again, it's just a beta, so and we haven't got to play that much because the servers have been down. It's a lot slower, like sliding and running and wall running and stuff like that. It's a lot slower, but honestly, in some ways, it does feel a lot smoother when it comes to sliding and jumping. Well, the jumping is alright, but it's a lot slower pace, so a lot more on the ground type gunfights, which I like. And some of the guns, they're like, it kind of seems like they need to buff them a little bit, because some of them seem really weak, but then there's a couple that are really strong. But again, obviously I only got to play 2 games, so I haven't really got to warm up that much, because we didn't really get to play anything. I don't see why they didn't allow us to play at least custom game or something, just in case the servers went offline, so we could do matchmaking that way. And but other than that, there is one specialist. I forget his name. I think it's Warfighter. I don't know. I think that's his name. Is Warfighter, but I don't know if that's his name of the rig, or I'm just gonna call him Specialist because it's easier to call him that. But it's like a weird gun crossbow looking thing, but it's like a gun, and it It's like a rapid fire gun, but it's honestly pretty cool. I could see it being nerfed soon because it does seem really strong. Not that strong from long range though, so I would not try to use that weapon long range. It's a really up close weapon. I didn't try the other two. I kind of know what they do, but I didn't. I know one of them has like a turret hands on both hands. It's like a turret minigun type, not a minigun, like a sentry type thing. I've seen it, but I never used it. And then I don't even know the weapons names. Like I didn't even pay attention to the weapons names because a lot of them were futuristic names. So I'm just like, you know, I just don't feel like trying to learn the name of that weapon. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I usually don't play on the weekends. It's usually, you know, I don't have time to play on the weekends. But luckily, next week, I think the week that Xbox gets the beta, which is the 21st, I believe, we also get a second beta. So hopefully, when that beta comes, their servers aren't a piece of crap, because, you know, I would like to be able to play without, you know, without the freaking game shutting down or the servers being down. And, you know, I mean, I might try to play on Saturday. I don't know yet. It's just, it frustrates me that I didn't get to play because, you know, well, really nobody got to play, so it frustrates everybody. And probably frustrates the developers as well. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to explain because, you know, with the Black Ops 3 beta, I don't believe this happened at all during the Black Ops 3 beta. And I mean, again, it could be a hacker. I mean, what's the difference between Treyarch doing their beta and Infinity Ward doing theirs? Like, to me, there's no difference. But again, the only thing I can think of how it's down for this long is hackers. But I guess we'll know by tomorrow what went down. Infinity Ward might say something. I don't know, but you know, it's one of those things where there's so much hype, right? And it's like, you know what, I'm gonna give this game a try, even though we're tired of futuristic stuff. But it's Infinity Ward. Usually, I know everybody's like, oh, Ghost sucked, whatever. Well, those people, it's because they don't know how to play Call of Duty, and they're mad because you die too easily, which, even in this game, you kind of die pretty easily, but the gameplay's still smooth. But even in Black Ops 3, people say, oh, you die too easily, or you get too many hit murders. So, you know, you never win. You're never gonna win in Call of Duty, like with an argument, oh, it takes forever to kill people, which is basically Black Ops 3, unless you have the god gun of, you know, the M8 melts people, high caliber mainly, which I know for a fact that high caliber is coming back. It's just not called high caliber. And I do know one thing though, you are going to need stock on at least the assault rifles. Like, you're gonna need stock because it just yeah, sucks. Like, you're so slow without stock. They need to kind of boost it to where, you know, you're a little bit faster without stock. But, you know. Anyway, but yeah, so it's like, I mean, hopefully, you know, COD, you know, it doesn't happen on launch day. That'll make everybody mad. But, it's one of those things. You know, you wanna, oh, my alarm's going off, sorry. It's 7:20. But, what was I saying? Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to try the game to at least give it a try, because one, it was probably the biggest disliked trailer. For trailers, I think it was the biggest disliked trailer I know it wasn't the biggest dislike video, but I think it was the biggest dislike trailer out of, well, one out of any Call of Duty. I think Black Ops 2 was up there too. Black Ops 2, I know, had almost 2 million dislikes or even more. And then apparently, but now a lot of people say it's the greatest game besides, you know, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. It's like, it's a tie for me. Like, really, it's like, I love Modern Warfare 3 and I love Black Ops 2. But, and then, you know, you got, it's like, alright. Moving on all the way fast forward to Infinite Warfare. It's like, okay, let's give this a try, see if it's any good, because, you know, it's just a trailer, yeah, it's futuristic, but, you know, so is Black Ops 3, so maybe it'll be good like Black Ops 3. But, yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know. Well, yeah, anyway, lost my train of thought there for a second. But, anyway, guys, sorry for rambling on sometimes. It's just, you know, the beta is frustrating me because I can't play it. And, anyway, this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's me, Reed Legacy 2025. And I'm out, guys. Peace.